Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to the We Can't Wrestle podcast. And it is the drafting of 1995 in professional wrestling. And Nate and Aron Maxon here with you. Our Clash of the Champions series is finally over, and it's finally time to get into this fun game. Like I said before, we've done one before about 1992. And yeah, I know I didn't do much of an intro there, but it's pretty simple. We got everybody who wrestled for WWF, WCW, or ECW in 1995. I'm going to play the role of the booker or the guy that's running the WWF for Vince McMahon. So I'll be hanging myself later. And Aaron's going to be running WCW. So he's going to be dealing with all kind of politics.
Yes, and I'll be unemployed later. And just so you guys know, this is like nerddom for me and Nate. Like this is our inner nerd is going to be showing on this. Just saying.
Yes, the next couple of weeks, because after this, we're at least going to each book out our first month of television. And we'll see where it goes after that. Maybe we can continue booking it once a month or something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We are going to start with January 95. We're just going to say we're starting this in January 95. So, based on our shows that we book next week, say Aron does draft Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's the WCW champion. Aron can next week say Hulk Hogan's going into my show as the WCW champion, or Aron could start his show by saying, everybody bring your belts to the ring. We're vacating every title. That's up to him once he has the talent, what he wants to do with it. Doesn't matter.
Yes.
We're each going to
Doesn't matter.
We're each going to
either. Oh, sorry.
No,
I was
go
going
ahead.
to say you can. I was going to say you can either keep the guy with the gimmick or you can change his gimmick.
Yes, or you can draft a tag team and break them up.
Yes, whatever you want to do.
If you draft them because we're going to draft 30 singles guys, each 6 tag teams. We'll draft a commentary team. We'll draft managers. But you have 30 singles. So I figure after every 6 singles picks, maybe we'll do a tag team, a commentator, and a manager or something if that works.
Yeah. And there might be some fun conversations that come out of one of the guys that we or gals. You never know.
All right, so here we go. Aron was decent enough to give me the first draft pick, and I have in front of me because I'm a dork and I wrote them down, but I have in front of me the entire rosters of the WWF, WCW, and ECW from 1995. I forget which website I pulled it from, but I pulled it from a website, and that's my source. So here we go.
It's from SmackDown Hotel, which
that's what it was.
It's actually a really good if you want to look at a roster.
Mm-hmm.
You might not want the entire history of a company, but if you want to look at the internal roster of a company, it's a fun website.
So Aron was, again, nice enough to let me have the first draft pick here in 1995. So my first draft pick for my 1995 roster is Big Van Vader.
Right. He was one of my secondary choices. I don't have to cross anybody off my first list. Yes. Very good choice. Still,
especially in 1995, he's still
he's still one of the best fucking talents on the planet.
And since I'm getting him in January of 95, Hogan hasn't killed his heat yet.
Yes. So good choice. Good choice.
So who's your first pick?
My first pick is Steve Austin.
All right. Okay, so I have to take him. He's not even in, honestly, he's not even in my first 10.
Okay.
I have to take him off and replace him with somebody else for later on. So I will look at that as we go on here. But yeah, Austin's nothing but upside in January of 95.
And like I said, with your nerdum showing, I was looking at my roster. I'm like, I want to build a young, all my first initial choices. I want to build a young, hungry roster, but then I got some secondaries that might necessarily, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, who might Nate pick and who whatever? And I was like, he might pick Steve off the rip, but he didn't. And when we were talking about, there might be side conversations about somebody or whatever.
Yeah.
this was what I wanted to say because I was bored and I started watching. I was starting to do more of my project that I'm doing to find like the 100 best '90s pay-per-view matches.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously I'm watching all these '90s pay-per-views. And you know what? One of the biggest like myths or misremembering of history is
Mm.
that the WWF like just completely strapped a rocket ship to Steve Austin after the '96 Austin
Oh
316
yeah,
and just
no,
their ass
he's
went.
not even on SummerSlam in
Yeah,
'96.
like they make it out like, oh, he cut that promo and then he was the biggest thing in the world. It's like, you guys noticed him, but you didn't strap a rocket ship to that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like it took him till fucking SummerSlam '97 to where he really started like,
Yeah,
being the fucking man. Like I'm not saying they totally botched it, but they didn't go, oh, this is the guy. He's the
right.
champ now. But when you listen to their story, it's like, oh,
Oh yeah,
he
they
did that,
skipped
and then he was,
they skipped the match before SummerSlam with Yokozuna.
yeah,
They skipped he's kind of playing second fiddle to Owen when they're talking about Brett. Yeah.
yeah. They didn't. It wasn't off to the races right away with it. But anyway,
So you picked Steve Austin. My second pick is going to still get to be the second pick that I had on my sheet here, and it is Bret Hart.
okay, I have to scratch him off my secondary, which is going to sound crazy, but yeah.
So obviously, yes, I'm picking Bret Hart, 1990. Well, Bret Hart, my Randy Savage is my second favorite, or Randy Savage is my favorite of all time. Bret Hart's my 1A. So if I can
Yeah,
have him on my roster, I'm a happy camper.
nothing wrong with that. My second pick is the bad guy Razor Ramon.
Razor off of mine. He was on my list. I'd say, you talk about probably, I don't know, to me, 1993 to the end of 90. I would say 1993 till the end of, for me, to the end of, or 1992 to the end of 97 is peak Hall.
Yeah.
I like Scott Hall as a personality anytime, but I actually enjoy Razor Ramon better than Scott Hall. I don't know why. I just do.
I do too. I do too. Like when I think of Scott Hall, and I know he actually spent more time in WCW than he did WWF, but to me, Scott Hall is a WWF guy because he's Razor Ramon, in my opinion.
All right, so you had picked Razor. I had to take him off here. I'm gonna have to think who I want to replace him with. But in the meantime, my third pick, I know he's gonna be a pain in my ass, but I want him on my roster anyway. My third pick is Shawn Michaels.
Scratch him off.
Like I said, knowing behind the scenes, he's gonna be a pain in my buttocks.
But in 1995, maybe at least in the North America, he's in probably the top 6 wrestlers on the in North America. So
you're next. Yes, you're next. I'm just looking at.
Well, my next pick is Owen Hart.
Owen. I'm trying to see. I did not draft Owen at all. Maybe I subliminally knew you were going to get to him before me anyway. I don't know, but
I did a couple of those with you, but yeah, Owen's my third pick. And he's in that same thing that we just said about Shawn, and I'd actually put him over. Maybe not personality wise or whatever, even though he's a great personality, especially here because he's starting to grow into being what he was, But in ring wise, and I'm not even saying it because he's no longer with us, and people speak highly of him because of that or whatever. But he's better than Bret in the ring, I think. And
I
just for like
no, I was just gonna say.
do.
No, I was just gonna say I can see where you can make a case for that. we don't all have to agree on everything, right? I don't agree, but I can see where for you, when you sit down and watch, you can make a case for you think Owen's better than Brett in the ring. Owen's a fantastic fucking wrestler. I'm not going to shit on your opinion. You know what I mean? We just don't agree on that.
Like, I think Brett's a bigger star because he was more multifaceted of it or whatever. But I think in bell to bell, Owen, I think, and I'm not knocking Bret Hart because he's in my top 5 favorite wrestlers too. But yeah, but Owen is my number 3 draft pick.
You have picked up the Rocket.
Yes.
And I'm going to go with number 4. I've still got to. I'm still on track where my top 4 are still intact. The 4th man that I am going to pick here in 1995 to be on my roster is the Macho Man Randy Savage.
All right. He's one of those ones where you just kind of said about Owen, where it's like, maybe I didn't pick him because I thought Nate would pick him sooner. So Randy was in my secondary lot. I haven't had to scratch any of my first picks out yet.
Me neither.
You've taken 4 of my second lot. So yeah. Randy was still awesome in 95. I mean, Randy was never not awesome. Right. You know what I mean? He was the best thing of WCW in 1995, him and Ric Flair.
Hands down.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm still recalibrating a little bit from, because if somebody falls off, then I go back through the rosters. I'm like, who was somebody that I thought maybe I wanted and I didn't get them, and then I'm like, oh, Pez Watley's here.
Like I said, this might be boring for our fans. This might be boring for our listeners, but it's fun for us. So
yes, yeah. All right, so I think you're next,
and I am going to pick. And I am not using him under the gimmick that. I don't know if he was this gimmick by now or not. You can tell me better because you're better with timelines than I am. But I am using him as his regular persona. I am picking Dustin Rhodes.
No, he's not Gold Dust yet, but he is Dustin Rhodes, and you're not Gold Dust out of contention here on my list of folks. Gold Dust, Dustin Rhodes, whatever you want to call him, however you want to use him.
I'm using him as Dustin.
Let me see here. All right, so my next pick is, again, I've still been able to hit. I've actually managed to build out the first 5 guys I wanted without you snagging any one of them. So congratulations, me. So far, I've got Vader, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Randy Savage, and my 5th draft pick for 1995. Obviously, going to be the future of my World Wrestling Federation, and that is Eddie Guerrero.
Right, he was in my secondary slot. But yeah, 95 Guerrero. It's like you said about Steve, complete upside. No way you're gonna lose anything on that guy.
No, no,
not one bit.
And then to be honest, he's also not just a great addition talent-wise, but from all intents and purposes, he's pretty much a great addition as far as the locker room guy goes too.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay. Sorry.
It's all right.
You can listen to our brains turn, everybody. Yes, Aaron, you're next. Your number. This is going to be your number 5 pick.
My number 5 pick is the Beast from the East, Bam Bam Bigelow.
Shit.
Was he on your list?
Oh yeah, you got the Bammer.
As well, he should have been. Bam, bam, bam! Is coming over to WCW, everybody.
Oh well, that means unfortunately, folks, I'm so sorry, but since we're drafting these people in January of 95, you're not going to get to see Bam Bam Bigelow shit talk Salt and Pepper at WrestleMania.
And I think it's a shame that he's a guy that doesn't get talked about at all.
Yeah, he really doesn't. I mean,
like,
the only time you hear anybody talk about Bam Bam Bigelow is when it's a very niche 90s conversation like we have on this show a lot,
Yeah. But like all that WWF or WWE stuff, like all the nostalgia stuff they did before it recently became something they don't do. It's like you never heard about Bammer. I
Nope.
don't get it.
Well, let's see. Number 6 for me, as Teddy Long would say, is going to be The Undertaker.
Right. I didn't have The Undertaker, and it's not a indictment on him, obviously, because if you're a wrestling fan, you love The Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
But he just, when I was like doing this, like I said, it's whole nerdum or whatever. I'm like, I was trying to think like what kind of promotion do I want to present,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And the Undertaker character just, that's the only reason I didn't put him on it, is like the Undertaker character did not
Doesn't fit your
fit,
style of promotion.
like, yeah, does not fit my image of this promotion. So that's the only reason I didn't pick the Undertaker. And
So
at this point, you can't make him Mean Mark at this point. You can't put that monkey back in the box.
Yeah. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube.
Yeah.
So who's your 6th pick?
My 6th pick is Terry Funk.
Terry Funk. I did not draft Terry Funk, ironically. As much as I love Terry, I don't have him anywhere here on my draft. Plus, at this point, not only is he Terry fucking Funk, but at this point, you're getting like a really good shape Terry Funk too. Like he was in good shape in 94, 95.
He was. Yeah. The only time he was in better shape physically, I don't know. Like I'm sure obviously he was in better shape in like the 70s.
Right.
You know, because he was younger. But just like visually wise, the only time he was in better shape, I think, was 89.
89, yeah.
He was ripped in 89, but yeah.
All right. So we've done 6 apiece now. So now let's take a break from the singles. And we'll each draft a tag team, a member of our broadcast team, and a manager.
Full disclosure, I only picked 2 managers.
No, but that's fine. You don't have to pick a manager every round. You know, you can, like I said, you can do what you want. I only picked 4 managers. I did pick a 5, or if I get them all, this team. But all right, tag team. You gave me the first singles wrestler, and we're doing this in, so we can stay on tap. But how about this? I'll give you the first tag team.
All right. Well, my first tag team is the Heavenly Bodies.
Oh, shit.
Why did you pick them?
You took one of my tag teams.
All right.
They weren't my first pick, but they were one of my picks. All right, you got the Bodies. My first pick for tag teams is I am drafting the Eliminators.
You're just taking guys out of my secondary pool, so I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you.
All right, so first dibs. Who do you want first dibs on your commentating team?
I obviously I want to have the voice of my first pick to be who's going to be the lead, who's going to be the voice of my promotion, you know, and that is going to be Mr. Iron Mike Tenay.
Oh, Iron Mike Tenay was on my broadcast team, but he wasn't my lead guy, so we're good. My lead guy is going to be Jim Ross. Okay, and manager. Pick a manager.
I'm going first on the manager too.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well that's Colonel Robert Parker.
All right. You got Parker. I am drafting as a manager Paul E. Dangerous.
There you go.
All right. Colonel Parker, an obvious pick for you.
I love me some Robert Fuller, man. He's fucking great. I even contemplated just making him Robert Fuller. Because that's like one of the biggest, Foley's books, it's one of my greatest favorite observations ever is Mick talk about Robert Fuller, and he's like, anytime WWF or WCW or anybody picked up, I was like, why didn't you just let him be Robert Fuller?
Right.
Why'd you have to make him Tennessee Lee? Just let him be Robert Fuller. He's great.
He's not any different. Yeah, you just put a white hat on him. Okay. My number 7 pick for singles. This might surprise some people, but maybe not, based on what I have planned. If I can get the roster that I want. But I am actually going to, at number 7, draft Diesel.
Diesel wasn't on either one of my lists, and that's not knocking him. That's just he just didn't make.
No, Owen Hart wasn't on. Terry Funk wasn't on any.
Yeah.
Owen Hart and Terry Funk were not. It's not a diss to not draft somebody. You're trying to build something here. You're trying to,
Yeah.
you have a vision.
Yeah. And he's another guy. Like I said, like I don't want to get too many side conversations because any of this could be turned into like a fucking 4-hour show.
Yeah.
But like, I think Kevin Nash gets a raw rap sometimes about his championship reign, because I feel like anybody that would have been champion at that time would have had a rough time.
No, yeah, no doubt.
Like whoever would have been the champ, they could have put that belt on Brett, and Brett would have been considered the lowest drawing WWF champion of all time. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and Nash is 100% right when he was like, oh, they put the belt on me, and then all of a sudden I'm in a fucking Christmas sweater singing.
Yeah. You put the belt on me, and then you
Right.
took away everything that got me over to become champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm singing Deck the Halls and say, this is stupid. But anyway. Yeah, Big Kev wasn't on my list, but I am not laughing at that select. So it's back to me, right?
Yep. Numero 7.
My numero 7 is the British Bulldog, Davy Boy Smith.
Another guy that wasn't on my list. Ooh, excuse me. Wow.
And I'm not saying you didn't like him or whatever, but I think he's one of those guys we're different on. I think I'm a bigger fan of Davey than you are, but
You are.
yeah, Davey is the guy that I want on my fucking roster.
Not again. We always have to say it. I don't know why we feel the need to say it. So just because I say Aaron's a bigger fan of Davy Boy than me doesn't mean I'm not a fan of Davy Boy. But because if you're not at least a little bit of a fan of Davy Boy, you know what that is? That's bizarre.
That's bizarre
and
and ridiculous because he was fucking awesome.
I'm gonna win the Royal Rumble because I'm bizarre.
And bizarre.
It was so
How
British.
bizarre. How bizarre. Dun, 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 dun.
All right, so my number 8 pick is going to be Raven.
That was my Bix impersonation. I just did. I was just trying to see if Raven was on either one of mine, and he was not. But that is a very, very good choice.
Yeah. It's a good pick.
Yeah.
And put me in there with the Taker, huh? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Who's your number 8?
My number 8 is Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Shit. That's the first one where I'm like, fucker.
Well, he is being scooped up. And in 95, he's a puppy with big paws.
Oh, yeah. I've been watching 94 Saturday night when he's still on there as Terra Rising, like when he's still doing the Terra Rising thing.
Yeah.
And even in that, when you actually watch the episodes of Saturday Night from the era, you realize he actually had more TV matches as Terra Rising than you think he did.
Yeah.
But
W wanted to do something with him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. They were putting him over on commentary.
Like he straight up said that Terry Taylor was the guy that told him, was like, you need to get the fuck out of here. Like that's why he's always been loyal to Terry Taylor. Because Terry Taylor was like Terry Taylor and Steve Regal were two guys who were like, you need to get the fuck out of here because they're gonna ruin you.
Go on, get.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here before they fucking tarnish you and fuck you up, and Vince doesn't want anything to do with you. But yeah, I mean, And like, cause that Jean-Paul Levesque character, like, it was a cool name and everything, but like having him talk like he was French, it was like, what the hell? I didn't mean to
No, it's okay.
talk over what you were saying about
That
the Saturday Night thing,
that gave me time to regroup a little bit from you picking him. Okay, so my 9th pick, your 8th pick was Triple H. My 9th pick.
Mine was Hunter Hearst Helmsley. I don't know this Triple H.
You don't know this Triple H.
Triple H.
Actually, if it's January of '95, you picked Jean Paul Levesque.
Jean-Paul Levesque. Well,
whereas Bobby Heenan, as Bobby Heenan says all the time on the Saturday nights that I've been watching, when he's Jean-Paul Levesque, you know, he's like supposed to be from France.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Bobby Heenan, whenever he's on, goes, "It's Jean-Paul Levesque from Quebec." Anyway. My number 9 pick is Sabu.
All right, you knocked him off my secondary, but that is a very good choice, because if you're gonna debut a new roster, so basically a new show, it's like, look at this shit.
He's the first person you send out there.
Yeah.
I'm leaving my beer burps in this. Because, all right, so go ahead, Aaron.
Yes, before I accidentally fucked up and logged off, do like a funny, not a funny, but it would almost be like a Monty Python thing. Where, hey, like, show like a recap from last week's Raw, and then have like one of your commentators be in a military outfit and be like, oh, for something completely
different. I was gonna say
Sabu.
I was gonna say, in the middle of a pond, sitting at a desk, is Ray Rougeau. And now for something completely different.
Completely different, yeah. And here comes Sabu.
You saw Yokozuna. Now here's Sabu.
Sabu.
What the fuck is going on?
Yes.
All right, you're number 9.
My number 9 is, because like I said, I wrote 15 heels, 15 faces, but I'm just trying to think of my head. So my number 9 is going to be Chris Candido.
Okay.
And he's the guy he's my number 9, and maybe not, he's probably not even on your list.
He's not.
But he's one of those guys that's like, I'm picking this guy because I like this guy.
Hold on. No, okay, he's not. I want to make sure I didn't pick the Body Donnas as a tag team, but I wouldn't have, because I picked the Heavenly Bodies as a tag team, and I couldn't have the Body Donnas and the Heavenly Bodies.
Yeah. But he's one of those guys that I picked off my list because it's like, just because I like this guy. I want him to be on my podcast. And I could use him for anything. If I want him to commentate, he can commentate. If I want him to fucking be a little chicken shit manager, I can make him like a little chicken shit manager, you know. Multifaceted talent, but it's mainly just because I'm a fan and I want him on.
Well, that's just like with me. I drafted Scott Levy at the beginning of '95. He hasn't even become Raven yet, so I can turn him into Raven, or I can keep using him as Johnny Polo. You know what I mean? I got options.
And you can make him a commentator if you want to.
Yeah, or I can make him Johnny Polo and then turn him into Raven.
Multifaceted talent.
All right, so my number 10 pick, talk about investing in the future in 1995, is going to be Rey Mysterio Jr.
It's crazy because I didn't even pick him. Like, after you said his name, it's like, why didn't I even think of that? And I even wrote down every name that was on the rosters, but it's like, I didn't even think about Rey. Yeah, Rey wasn't on either one of my lists.
Well, that's okay, because I drafted him anyway.
Right. No, can't fault that one.
So who's your 10th pick here?
My 10th pick, and I think I might knock this guy off one of your lists. It is the 1-2-3 Kid.
Yep, you sure did.
No, he's gone now. You can't have the Rey Mysterio 1-2-3 Kid match you were thinking.
Son of a gun. Okay.
One of the best athletes One of the best wrestlers of all time.
Well, yeah, I mean,
He's another guy like Bammer that just doesn't get talked about enough.
didn't we get into that on our last recording?
Yeah.
About that. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
I thought we got into that a little bit. About Sean Waltman, but yeah, what a fucking talent.
It's just kind of like lost to the ether that nobody talks about.
All right, so you got the kid. My 11th pick. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say after this one, I might need to take a break because I might have to pee.
Okay. My 11th pick is Cactus Jack.
I had a feeling you were gonna pick Cactus, but I also had a feeling you were gonna pick Terry Funk. So I picked Terry Funk first because of an angle I thought of in my head. But I'm like, man, if he takes Terry, I could take Cactus and do the same angle. But I have to scratch Cactus off my secondaries. This is fun because you haven't taken anybody off
your first list.
my first list. But yeah, Cactus was on my secondary.
Okay. So who's your 11th pick?
My 11th pick is I'm gonna go because I got two that I want to go, but I don't know which one I want to do. So I'm gonna go Brian Pillman.
Okay. Brian Pillman was not, I don't think. Nope, I didn't have Brian on. I didn't have Brian on one of them.
No, Brian's on my list.
All right. So now we get to your 11th pick.
I think you are because I just picked Brian Pillman.
Oh, okay. So 12th pick. I'm sorry. Yes. All right. Behind the scenes, folks, we took a little break there, and
Yeah, you did. I picked Pillman and we took a break, right?
Yes, you're right. Because
So
I picked Cactus. I picked Cactus, and you picked Pillman.
Yeah,
and as Bobby Heenan would say, nobody picked Booger.
Well, he wasn't on the rosters.
Yeah, true. My 12th pick is Too Cold Scorpio.
Motherfucker. That's the first one you knocked off my first draft pick.
Yeah, it was going to happen eventually.
Yes. You're not drafting this guy, and this isn't anything negative, but you're not drafting this guy for his fucking promo. You're drafting this guy.
No, I'm drafting this guy because at this point he was one of the probably 10 best pro wrestlers in North America.
Yes, and I think sometimes people forget how big he was to be able to do the shit he was doing.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Just a stout motherfucker that shouldn't have been able to do that shit, but he was the fucking man.
Did it anyway. So I got Scorpio. So now we've done 6. Let's do a tag team round here quick.
All right. I'll let you go first this time with the tag team because I went last time.
Okay. The next team I'm going to pick is Harlem Heat.
They were in my secondary file, so thank you. Unless you got anything on them, I'll pick my next one.
No, go ahead.
And I'll pick the ones that I picked, like, because literally I put, like, who's my first choice? And then if he takes him, who's my second choice? So I'll pick the one that was right next to them. And it is Billy and Bart, the Smoking Guns.
All right. So I've got to take them off my list. There go the Guns. Underrated tag team.
Man.
Yeah, underrated. Very underrated tag team.
Bart's fucking underrated.
Yeah.
Like, I know he wasn't like, a fucking promo guy like Billy ended up being or whatever, but fucking Bart, I think, is underrated, under talked about, dude.
All right. So commentating team, do you want to go first? Do you want me to?
Yeah, you can go.
Jerry Lawler.
You didn't take him off mine. So you're sticking with Ross and Lawler as your WWE or WWF announce team, which is very smart.
Pumpkinhead and the King.
Yes. Well, I picked Mike Tenay as my lead announcer. And do you know who his color man's gonna be?
Bobby Heenan?
It's gonna be no.
Oh.
It's not Bobby. I don't know why I didn't pick Bobby, but I didn't. And that's okay. but I thought these guys would possibly be a very good commentating team, and it's Kurt Hennig.
Oh, yeah.
I think Mike Tenay and Kurt Hennig would be a fun commentating team. So
I think, yeah.
that's my broadcast team is Mike Tenay and Kurt Hennig.
Okay. So my next manager that I'm picking is Sherry.
She wasn't mine. That's fine. My next manager, and it's because I picked Chris and I wanted them as a package, is Tammy Lynn.
Okay. Makes sense.
So my managers are over, but
Well, you can feel free to
they-
pick. You can feel free as the next round when I pick another one. Actually, I have two more to pick more. If you
yeah, the other one I had I didn't pick as a manager, but I used him as a pick him and he's going to be my commissioner. So
okay.
anyway,
All right. So now we go back into the singles. My 13th pick might be a little. Somebody might go, "Wow, why would you pick this guy that high?" There's a couple of guys I have here that I think some people would be like,
wait,
"Why
is
would
it you or me?
for the singles?"
Yeah, because you picked Too Cold.
Oh, I should have given you your 12th pick. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Do 12 and 13. Or no, yeah, do 12.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
bad.
I'm just making sure I'm right. I don't want to be.
I keep jumping the shark or jumping the fucking gun here. So
All right. So it
go
is
ahead.
my pick.
Yes, 12th pick.
All right. My 12th pick is Tatanka.
I almost picked Tatanka and then I didn't.
Well,
Now I don't
good
have to
for
worry
me.
about it.
Yes. I'm bringing Tatanka in, and full disclosure, he's coming back. He's coming in as a face. I'm switching that shit back over. He's a big guy now.
Didn't do it for me as a heel either. My 13th pick. Now that we're done with me jumping the gun there. Again, some people might say, "What?" But I know what I'm doing. Mikey Whipwreck.
He was in my secondaries too, but no, nothing wrong with Mikey Whipwreck. It's a very good choice.
And actually, even though, I mean, okay, so as you might guess now, my original thing was to have some sort of a storyline with Mikey Whipwreck and the 1-2-3 kid. Now I've got to rethink that shit, but I'm still getting Mikey.
Yeah, so you got Mikey, and Mikey's a good sympathetic baby face, and I always liked Mikey, so that was a good choice.
So who's gonna be
Go
your
ahead, sorry.
13th?
My 13th pick is I'm trying to decide if I want to pick a healer. My 13th pick, you just did out a possible out of left field one, so I'm going to pick out of left field one. Is Kensuke Sasaki.
I mean, fucking. I don't want to say fire hydrant because he's taller than a fire hydrant, but one of them fucking like you were talking about with Two Code, like a guy that's built that shouldn't be able to do the things he can do with the fucking size he's got, especially in the middle, but a great athlete.
And he's a guy that if I want to use him over here, I can use him over here because he knows how to work the American style. And if I want to promote my company in Japan, I can send him over there. You know, a multi-continental talent is Kensuke Sasaki.
Well, my next pick is anybody that listens to the show regularly or listens to me talk about him regularly knows that's probably a guy I'm going to want to have on my roster in 95. My next pick is Savio Vega.
That's the second one you just knocked off my first picks.
Another guy that doesn't get talked about enough. I mean, he gets talked about a little bit. He gets talked about a little bit more since he kind of reconnected with the company a couple of years ago. But
yeah, because of Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny brought Savio Vega back to the WWE.
Well, thank you, Bad Bunny. So you're next. You get this is going to be your number 14.
My number 14 is going to be I was on the fence of what I wanted to call him. But I am gonna go with Meng.
Okay.
I want that motherfucker on my roster. For one, I'm a huge fan of him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even as a kid, I was like, fucking Haku's the shit. You know what I mean? Like, he was
Yeah.
the fucking man. But I also want him on my roster because, say, fucking Kensuke Sasaki or Brian Pillman get out of pocket, be like, guess what? Tonight you're fighting Meng. Go fuck him up, buddy. The most dangerous man alive. Like, Harley Race died, and fucking Haku became the most dangerous man alive. I want Haku Meng on my roster. Like, okay, before you pick your next one, like,
Mm-hmm.
when you think of that guy, what do you call him in your head? Do you call him Meng or do you call him Haku?
Actually, it's funny because I actually call him Haku, even though I think a lot of people call him Meng.
Yeah. Like, is he a is he a WWF or a WCW guy?
To me, he's a WWF guy. Because to me, it's the I think the first thing I think of when I think of him is the Haku run.
But the only reason sometimes I think of him more of a WCW guy is because WCW sold him more as being a fucking,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think WCW used him as a bigger deal than, if that makes sense.
I can't I can't disagree with that.
It's kind of like when Rude went over. Like, WCW sold Rude more as being instead of just being like this ravishing Rick Rude stripper gimmick, they sold him as being this fucking ass kicker.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? WWF, he was like, I'm not saying WWF used Meng wrong, but they just sold him as just, he's just this guy. Or I don't know if that makes sense, but anyway, your turn.
15. Number 15. I am drafting Sting.
He was in my secondary. If you would have picked Bulldog before I did, I would have picked Sting. So Sting is finally jumping to the WWF.
It looks that way, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Sting and Randy Savage are driving over together. Sting's like, I don't know where I'm going, and Randy Savage is like, I know.
It's funny because inside baseball, Sting's emergence to the WWF here weighs heavily because you took Razor Ramon.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
So everything that really happened didn't happen.
All right. So who's going to be your number 15?
My number 15 is going to be Double A Arn Anderson.
He was not in my primary picks. I think he might have been like Owen. It might have been the subliminal thing where I was like, you are probably going to win him, so I'll let you have it.
Arn's a guy. It's almost like Candido. It's like, I just want this.
My 16th pick. Somebody out there is going to say he wasn't wrestling in one of the major promotions in 95, but yes, he was, because he actually was on Nitro as one half of the Super Assassins.
Oh no.
I am picking
one of my tag teams.
I am picking the Warlord at number 16.
You son of a bitch. You just fucked up one of my fucked up half of my tag team. You didn't take all of it, you just took half of it. So now I gotta think out of the box. God damn it. Because I tried to pick Warlord and Barbarian, and I was gonna make him the Powers of Pain.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking asshole.
You didn't even happen to think that I might pick the Warlord?
I didn't think you would think of it. All right, I already thought about what I'm gonna do now.
Okay. Well, that being said, who's your number 16?
Well, give me a second. I'm tweaking.
Okay. You're twerking.
Not twerking, tweaking. Yeah, I'm ready now. I figured it out. I changed some shit up. So this is my what pick?
This is your 16th pick.
My 16th pick is Jeff Jarrett.
All right. Jeff Jarrett was a guy that I like had in my prime picks, then didn't, then did, then didn't, then didn't. So, but he got scratched off a couple of times as I was going through because
Well, I selected him.
in 95 he's it's funny because Jared actually has a later peak than you would think. Like, he was a big part of the Monday Night Wars stuff and everything, but when you really think about it, his peak was actually like after that shit happened, like the TNA stuff. But he was still really good in 95.
Yeah, and just like main event level it was, but just in how do I say it, like peak wise as like a main eventer, it was after that. But like if you look in, like we were talking about, like the Quebecers in '93
Mm-hmm.
on Raw, you know,
Yeah.
you don't think about it until you go back and watch it. They were like the integral heels in the WWF.
Mm-hmm.
And like 94, 95, Jarrett was like one of their top heels.
Yeah.
Like he was like I said, it's like a forgotten about time because business was down. But Jeff was one of their focal points of their show. So anyway, that's why I'm picking Jeff.
My number 17 is definitely a guy, at least in this country, lost to time, that doesn't get talked about how fucking awesome he was. But my number 17 pick is going to be, excuse me, Hakushi.
Huh? I feel like he was hold on. I feel like he was on one of either. Yeah, he was on my secondary ones. Like if you would have picked Pillman before me, I would have picked Takushi. He was the one that was next to Pillman's name. So Hakushi was definitely on my list. I wish that guy would have. I wish that guy would have liked being in America more than he did.
Yeah.
Because I think he would have. He could have been like that era's version of like Nakamura. I think.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He was that fucking good.
And he got the American style of it and
Mm-hmm.
the showmanship of it and everything. Like people are like, oh, like I love when people are like, oh, so much guy was like so much better when he was in Japan. You know, it's like, and I always butcher his real name or his Japanese, like, you know what I mean.
Mm.
But like, he went over there and he still did the Hakushi gimmick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I had to scratch him off my secondary list. But yeah, good choice in Hakushi.
So who's your number 17?
My number 17 is gonna be a name that people are gonna probably scratch their head about, but I like this guy and I have a fun like angle gimmick match set up in my mind for him, and it is Henry Godwin.
Actually, I never had him on my singles list, but I did have him and Phineas temporarily on my tag teams list.
I'm drafting Henry as
Because
a single star. He's coming over to my roster.
Pig.
Pig.
Hell of a hand.
Yes, he is.
Here. All right. Okay. I was strategizing. My number 18 pick is Sid Vicious.
I had a feeling you were going to pick him. I thought you were going to pick him sooner, but he was in my secondary pile. And it was kind of like, I don't know if you've noticed the names I'm picking or whatever, but he's kind of like, I love Sid. I think he's great, but he doesn't really
fit your
fall
vision
into what I'm. Yeah, he doesn't fit my vision of the roster that I'm building.
Okay, give me your. I'm sorry, I'm thinking here. Give us your 18 while I'm.
My 18 is going to be, even though I just want to make sure I don't forget about him because I had Adam, is Barbarian.
The Barbarian.
Like that one threw me for a loop because I'm like, maybe he forgot or didn't even notice. That motherfucker noticed. So I had to scratch somebody out of my primaries and put him into my tag teams. So yeah, but I want Barbarian because I feel about Barbarian like you feel about Warlord. It's like that's the fucking man.
Big motherfucking awesome bastard.
Yeah.
All right, so I got Sid in that round. You got Barb. So how about in this tag team round, you go first?
Okay. I am going to pick the combination of Steven Regal and David Taylor as the Blue Blood.
And that knocks Regal off my singles list, but good pick for a fucking tag team.
I gave it back to you.
You pay me back in scorn.
Yeah. Dave Taylor, man.
I gave you my innocence, and you paid me back in scorn.
Dave Taylor, it's like it always blows. Like every time I think about it, it blows my mind because like I was like I don't know about David Taylor other than when he got to WCW, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found like this YouTube page that had like a bunch of World of Sports stuff on it and everything, and Dave was on it. So I'm like, I want to look more into Dave Taylor. And like when I looked it up, it was like David Taylor debuted in 1977.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ. He was in the fucking ladder match that fucked up Joey Mercury.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
God damn, he had a hell of a fucking long run in that fucking business. And he's really fucking good. Yeah, that's my tag team pick is the Blue Blood.
My next tag team pick.
I was just say, who do you got?
Rick and Scott Steiner.
I had a feeling you were gonna pick them. I almost put them on it, but there was a team that I wanted to keep because I was like thinking about the style that I'm building. So I was like, I have a feeling he's gonna pick them, and I thought it's like Nate's not gonna pick these guys, so I'm gonna take them. So that's a good poll. Ian Scott.
I also for my did you just do like a commentating team or did you pick an interviewer and shit too?
Oh, I picked an interviewer.
Okay, because I actually have two more for my broadcast.
Okay.
The first of which is Doc Hendricks.
Doc is not one that I picked.
And who did you pick? Your next.
I only had a two-man commentating team of Mike Tenay and Kurt Hennig, and my backstage interviewer is Stan Lane.
Okay, well then I'll just say this. We'll just knock it off. We won't have to. That way we won't have to do it next time. I also put on my broadcast team because I have Ross and Lawler as my play-by-play team. Doc Hendricks is like my backstage guy. And then my like secondary backstage guy or event center kind of guy or whatever, pay-per-view reports or whatever, is the aforementioned Ray Rougeau. Yokozuna.
Yokozuna.
I like Ray Rougeau.
I do too.
So you only had two managers?
Yeah, it was Robert Parker and Tammy. What I like about Ray Rougeau is the fact that he was a badass son of a bitch. But when you see him, you're like, he just looks like a dude, you know?
Yeah.
But like everybody's like, you could fuck around with Jacques. Like he wouldn't do shit, but don't fuck with Ray. And he's just like, hello everybody. How are you doing? How you doing? They're like, he'll fucking split your fucking wig to the white meat. Don't fuck with that dude. I like when you hear about a guy like that. It's like the most unimposing person in the world, but it's like that guy will fuck you up.
Fuck you up. Well, I have two more managers, and if you didn't have any more managers, we could just knock that out here too. We can just get out of the way.
Well, I was gonna say like
or if you want to pick another manager, you can.
No, but the guy that I put into my manager pool, I wasn't really picking as a manager because he could, I think, technically be considered a wrestler in '95. I was like, I'm gonna slip him in here. I'm gonna make him my like on-air commissioner because I want like a. But go ahead, pick your two managers, and I'll tell you who my guy.
No, is. Who's your commissioner?
My commissioner is Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. Big Dust.
Big Dust.
The other two managers that I picked are Jim Cornette and Paul Bearer.
Right. Well, if you pick Taker, you gotta have Bearer.
Yeah. And I was like, you know what? I think for one show, if I needed to use him, Aaron wouldn't care since I picked Cornette if I brought along old man Fuji for a show. But
that'd be fine too.
Waddling out to the ring. in his
I'm
kimono.
assuming at some point you're gonna pick Yokozuna.
Yokozuna. I mean, I got
Okay.
Cornette, Fuji, and Ray Rougeau. It's the perfect storm for a Yokozuna appearance.
Yes.
So my number
So whose turn
19.
is it? Okay, it's your turn.
It's
I was
my
like,
turn.
whose turn's next?
Number 19 for me for the singles, because now we don't have to do commentators, we don't have to do managers, we just have to do singles and tag teams. So 19 is going to be the Blacktop Bully, Barry Darso.
Oh, he was not on my list. So that's a very good choice. And even if you didn't want to use him as Blacktop, like you could even bring him in just a Smash.
Or Repo Man.
Or Repo Man or Khrushchev, whatever you wanted to do.
Yeah, it's a multifaceted man. He's a Mount Rushmore unto himself.
Yes, and super fucking talented.
Mm-hmm.
He's another one of those guys that like it's not like a Ray Rougeau because Barry Darso looks intimidating, but like he had to put the when he was smashed, he had to put that on it, But when you listen to him talking like shoot interviews, like that one time we met him in a convention, he's like, "Oh hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you." It's like this guy could fuck anybody up in here if he wanted to. Like, there's been times when that guy's been in a bar and he's like, "You want to fuck around with me, buddy? You're gonna fucking find out. You're
gonna find out, buddy.
You're gonna find out. I'm not the one,
Fafo, my friend.
Fuck around and find out."
Well, who's your number 19 pick?
My number 19 pick is Bunkhouse Buck.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Jimmy.
It's funny because our 19 pick is kind of like a mirror image, like we were just talking about, like these two guys that are like just super fucking talented and you can roll them into any fucking gimmick. Doesn't matter.
I'm like, when I wrote his name down, I'm like, do I want to bring him in as Buck or do I just want to bring him in as Jimmy Golden? I don't know. I'll decide when I start to write my show.
You can reunite Jimmy Golden and Robert Fuller.
That's one of the main things when I wrote it, but yeah. It's like I want me some Jimmy Golden on my fucking show.
All right, so my number 20 pick is Jean-Pierre Lafitte.
He almost made my list, but I didn't pick him. He's another one of those guys that's like, he's so fucking big, why can he do that shit?
Yeah.
I love how Bruce Prichard's like, he can catch a ball. He's got one eye and he can catch a ball.
He was a guy that I think he would have been a bigger star if he didn't have his nuts cut off by the Click.
Oh, definitely.
Same with Bam Bam. Bam Bam got his nuts cut off by the Click. All right, so you're number 20.
My number 20. I've picked a lot more of my heels than I have my faces. So I think I'm going to move over to my face side, and it is going to be Fatu.
Okay.
And you said that like it's like I don't have to worry about crashing that guy off my list. That's okay. I'm not signing him for the gimmick that he has right now. I'm signing him for the fucking talent that he is.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And again, once you have him, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do with him.
Right. Like as soon as he came out on stage, I'd be like, take that make a difference shit off. We're gonna throw in that fucking trash can like Hogan did with his fucking Observer newsletter. We're gonna burn that shit. You're fucking
observe this, brother.
Yeah.
All right, my number 21 pick is much in the vein of pick I made earlier. Thinking about like Jack Palance said, think about the future, Jack. Psychosis.
He didn't even and I'm not even saying it like a negative. He didn't even register to me. I didn't even pick him on anything, but he's really good. It's a very
him and Ray and the Psychosis Rey Mysterio matches in ECW in 95. If I can bring that to my promotion, hells yeah.
It's kind of like totally different people, but I feel like that was when you said it, I feel like that's probably how Nate felt when I said Henry Godwin. You're like, what? I didn't even think of Henry Godwin. Obviously, two totally different people, but I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. So I'm up next, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, speaking of right, I am picking Alex Wright. Das Wunderkind.
He was another guy like Jarrett that was on and off my list, on my primary list, and you didn't take him off my primary list, but he was definitely one of my high considerations.
The only thing I'm going to tell him is like, keep your look, but you're not a dick dancer anymore.
All right, so you got Alex. My number 22, Johnny B. Bad.
He was in my secondary pile.
That surprises me.
That he was in my secondary pile?
Yeah, I was surprised that he was even on your radar because you're never not really a big fan of Johnny B. Bad, but
I'm not, but I'm also not the type of person that's like, just because I don't like the guy, I'm not gonna say that he's not a star. You know?
Yeah. Okay, so who's your 22nd pick? And then I think we'll do a tag team round after this one real quick.
All right. Well, my next pick is Al Snow.
Good pick, solid pick. I actually thought about picking him because he did wrestle in the WWF in '95 as Avatar. I don't know. Did he work ECW in '95? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Did he? Okay. I couldn't.
He wrestled Benoit.
Okay. Yeah, either way, he would have been eligible because, like I said, he wrestled WWF as Avatar also. Al Snow.
And he was Shinobi too.
Oh yeah, he was Shinobi, the opponent of Shawn Michaels on Superstars.
Yeah. He's not either one of those. He's just Al Snow.
All right, so let's do a tag team round quick. Do you want to go first or me?
I can go if that's fine.
You gonna go?
And yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
and this isn't gonna surprise you. The only thing I don't like about it is that I like scoured the SmackDown hotel to see if I could find him, but he wasn't on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to go with one of the secondary choice, but he's still really good.
Okay.
But I'm picking the Armstrongs, but it has to be Brad and Scott because Steve wasn't on the WCW roster in '95.
Hey, you could have made it Brad and Brian.
But it's Brad and Scott Armstrong.
Okay. Because I actually thought about picking the tag team of Brad Armstrong and Brian Armstrong and then I thought, nope, because they didn't wrestle they wrestled as a team in '94, but they didn't wrestle as a team in '95.
I picked Brad and Scott because I want Brad on any roster that I can pick of any era that I can pick. I want Brad Armstrong on my show.
Good pick for a team also. And now my next team that I'm going to pick is the team of Pretty Wonderful, Paul Orndorff and Paul Roma.
I didn't have to knock them off of anything. And it's not because it's not because I wasn't a fan of them, because we talked about them a lot on the Clash series. I just, they didn't make it. So it's a good pick.
You know why I picked Pretty Wonderful?
Because they're awesome.
Well, that, and I was like, I'd like to watch Pretty Wonderful versus the Steiners.
Yeah. See if they fuck with Paul Orndorff and see what happens.
All right. So you got the Armstrongs. I got Pretty Wonderful. We'll have 2 more tag team rounds. So we'll do one every few picks here. But number 23 on the singles picks for me. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he did compete in the WWF very briefly. That's what fucking counts. He was here during the year because during the month of January, he was a part of the Royal Rumble. I'm going to pick Kona Crush.
Crush he was really close to being on my I'm going to pick this guy list. I
think sometimes people do forget that he was kind of in and out of the WWF in '95. Like,
yeah, because he was incarcerated.
Yeah. But for the early part, I've got him under contract.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a Brian Adams fan. I like
Me
Brian
too.
Adams.
That incarnation of Crush post the Randy Savage feud is kind of boring, but like I always say, all of 94 is boring. I mean,
Yeah.
other than like WrestleMania 10's a standout, and there's a few little things, but mostly WWF 94 is fucking boring. You know, you have Brett and Owen.
Yeah.
Bob Backlund turns heel. Most of it's boring, though.
Yeah, and the Quebecers, they're fun.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying.
Look wise, Purple Crush is like his best look.
Yeah, he does look cool. Yeah.
Like with the face paint and everything. So yeah, he looked cool at that point.
And I like the Savage feud. I like the angle. Like that was one of the more the more violent angles that WWF did back in the day.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, Crush is on my roster. Who you got over there?
I got Louis Spicolli.
Radford?
He's no longer Rad Radford. He's Louis Spicolli now.
He should be Rad Spicoli.
Louis Radford.
Louis Radford. Sounds like a district manager.
Oh shit. Louis Radford's coming into this.
Louis Radford just pulled up in the parking lot.
Fuck. He's like playing like Cowboy by Kid Rock.
God. But you got Louis Spicolli.
Yes.
I don't
know why Louis Radford's playing Cowboy.
Because he's a douchebag. Because he's a douchebag. We're on 24. Number 24 for me. Number 24 is going to be Taz.
He wasn't on any of mine.
He's on my list, brother.
That's fine. Not that I don't dislike him. It's like we talked about it on RTE. Like Taz is a guy that I'm more of a fan of him personality wise.
As a personality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
20,
am I doing a singles?
24. Yes, number 24.
Number 24 is going to be, it's silly, the two people that I'm trying to decide between because they're completely different. But my number, you said 24, is going to be Barry Horowitz.
I'm not going to hate on that pick. Awesome worker. Like we discussed on the last episode of Pot on the Mountain, whether he's winning or not, whoever you're wanting to get over in your promotion, he's going to get him over in the ring.
Yeah. You talked about, what was it? Brian Lee was the...
Yeah.
Barry Horowitz was like the first guy that they put Brian Lee in there with. It's like, hey, we want to make this guy our big star. Let's make sure he doesn't get fuckered over. Oh, Barry can do it.
Mm-hmm. And Barry can teach him something while he's working with him too.
Yeah.
It's funny because you picked what some would consider a perennial underneath guy, right?
Yeah.
Well, because we're in 1995 and it's my right and privilege to pick him, I'm going to pick my favorite jobber of all time next in my roster, and that is the Gambler.
I was like, Nate, this is no lie. I was like, Nate's going to pick the Gambler. Like, I didn't even put him on any of my shit because I'm like, nah, I'll let Nate take the Gambler.
Am I the only person in the world?
That fucking guy so much, but you do.
I do. I love the Gambler, man. He's my shit. I even had Archie make me a custom Gambler Hasbro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, Nate always liked the fucking Gambler.
We don't need to elaborate on the fucking Gambler, but
we can't because I don't know anything about him other than you liked him. He worked in WCW for like 27 years.
Shit. Okay, who's your number 25?
You're probably gonna put the belt. Are you gonna put the belt on him?
I'm not gonna put the belt on the Gambler. I'm not gonna put that belt on the Gambler.
The Gambler and Bret Hart at WrestleMania 11.
What are the odds, Bret?
It's like, you know what? I'm gonna know when to hold him, and I'm gonna know when to fold him into the sharpshooter.
Let me tell you something, gambler. Bill Gambler.
Bill Gambler, doesn't matter to me.
He just likes to be referred to as the gambler, Brett. That's what I said, Bill Gambler.
Bill Gambler. I like that the gambler's the face.
Hey, it's my promotion.
Gambler. Gambler. Whose turn is it?
It's your turn,
And
number
is it
25.
single hit?
Yes.
And this is singles?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, number 25. It's funny because I've been looking at some of my secondaries, and I'm like, I think I might pick one of my secondaries over one of my first choices. And it's going to be, and I'm going to tell him to take his stupid outfit off because guess what he is reverting back to? He is reverting back to Unabomb.
Isaac Yankum DDS.
But he's getting rid of that, and he's Unabomb now.
I almost picked him. And then it's wild because as good as he is, and as good as Glenn Jacobs is a big guy. I looked at my roster, and I already had the people for that role. Does that make sense? Like I already had the people here that I wanted to play that big guy role, so I was like, I'm gonna leave him off because he might just get lost in the fucking shuffle if I bring him in. So
yeah, you got Sid and Taker, and when I was looking at him, and I had him as secondary, and I picked him over somebody else. Like the reason I had him on it was because I've picked some smaller, quicker guys or whatever, but he could work that style with those guys. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like Sid and Al Snow aren't going to have the best match in the world, but Unabomb and Al Snow probably will.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, so you got Glenn Jacobs. Let's do a tag team round quick. And for the next tag team round, I'll just go ahead and go first. And I got a very young Matt and Jeff Hardy.
Very, very young. Like you might need their parents' permission
Yeah,
them to even cross state lines. But yeah, that's a good choice.
I know they both did.
Good.
They both did jobs on Raw in '95. So
they did. They were on the roster.
They were making the towns.
They were. That was when right when they told fucking Italian Town to go fuck himself. I think it was Pat that was like, I could appreciate that. Like he was like, yeah, Stallion to go fuck himself.
Yeah.
So I respect that. So are we doing Rune Tag? Yeah, tag team.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, I'm turning these guys heel. I don't know what I'm gonna call them yet. I had to pick them because you knocked the powers of pain off my roster, and it is Mark Bagwell and Scotty Riggs.
Okay. Shit. All right. So now you're making me think late in the game here. But yes, the American males, and they should have been heels anyway.
Yeah, well, they're gonna be heels. Like these guys got picked and they came out and they were like, you know what? Fuck you, and they kicked over the fucking podium and walked off or whatever. And Dusty Rhodes was like, I can't believe it. You broke my heart.
Broke my heart.
Broke my heart, Scotty Riggs.
All right, so we'll have one more tag round here shortly. Let me see. You got the Hardys. I got the American males.
No, I got the American males and you got the Hardys.
Yeah, what you said. What he said? What I said? Piece of pie?
Piece of pie. Piece of cake. What you say? Piece of pie. What I say? Piece of cake.
Piece of pie.
Piece of pie. Yeah. Who dies from getting shot in the foot?
One of the great. It is one of the funniest movies ever made. People go fuck themselves. Yeah. It's fucking funny.
Don't belong. What? Don't belong. Like it was still the same thing, but he said it's like don't belong. He locked himself in the trunk. This I can believe.
It's like
This I can believe.
my number 26 pick. Lives are going to be in Waylon Mercy's hand.
I was on the fence with it because not because I don't like the character, but like I was looking at like 95, and in my mind, like part of me thought like, yeah, if you saw Dan Spivey, like, he was breaking down at that point.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I mean?
I can, and again, we're playing fantasy booking here. I know he didn't
Yeah.
come in. He didn't come into the WWF in January of '85, but we're playing fast and loose. So he will be coming into the WWF with this gimmick in January of '85. But
You keep saying 85, 95.
did I say '85?
You said 85 twice. I was like, I think he actually was there in 85.
Piece of pie. Piece of pie. Tired. All right, who's your number 26?
Okay, we're almost done. It's okay. Trying to think who I got left because I've been checking people off. Okay. Okay. This guy was on the list, so I picked him. It's the Vampire Warrior.
Oh, Gangrel. Yes.
Yeah. David Heath. But he was the Vampire Warrior, and he was on the list, so I'm like, I'm picking him because I like him.
You should use him. You should use him as the Blackheart and just let him scream funny.
He just hangs out with Owen. I don't think you're.
I don't know why he's with me, but he's here.
I don't remember you at Christmas.
It'd be funny. He's like, I don't know this guy. He's helping me. It's great. He's got like the Blackheart on one side doing his weird noises, and then Neidhart on the other side going, yeah, baby.
Yeah. It's like, I have two devils on my shoulder.
I don't know how I got here, but I'm here.
I don't remember you being at Christmas.
But we're gonna get you, Brett.
Are you Ellen's kid? Who are you? Why do you have a panty on your head?
Anyway, the Diana's panty. Number 27 for me is Ron Simmons.
All right.
He was pounding around in ECW in '95, just being a badass. But yeah, I'm going to pick Ron Simmons. So he'll be coming to the WWF, facing the Gambler.
All right, so I'm next, right?
Yes.
So I'm trying to decide. You took Savio off my list. I should have been thinking more when we were. I'm gonna go with the Patriot, Del Welks.
All right. Well, that worked itself out because remember earlier when you drafted the American males and I said fuck.
Yeah.
It was because earlier in the year,
Stars and Stripes.
I was going to pick Stars and Stripes. And you took Bagwell, so I was like, well, fuck. So yeah, cool. That's fine.
There you go. Find another tag team.
I already did.
Because we have one more tag team round, right?
Yes, we'll do this last. We'll do this singles round here for number 28. Then we'll do a tag round. Then we'll do 29 and 30. My number 28 pick. We've talked about him quite a few times tonight. We all knew this was coming. Yokozuna.
Yokozuna. And he just did. The only reason I didn't pick him is because I if you've seen this roster that I'm building, he did not fit into it at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a complete reason, like the only reason I didn't pick him.
What was it? Shit, I had a thought there about in 95. Yoko still has some steam. He hasn't got out of control yet, so I think I can get some mileage out of Yokozuna.
Super fucking talented.
Yeah. So who's going to be 28 for you?
It is going to be Bob Holly.
He was another like I said it like earlier, like the Jarrett, and I forget who else I said it. Oh, Alex Wright. Bob Holly was another one where like when I was trying to build out my roster, Like he was on, then he was off, then he was on, then he was off. But I'm glad one of us picked him because he deserves to be picked. Because it's a hell of a fun. I mean, gimmicks get the original gimmick aside or whatever. He's a fucking worker, man.
Yeah. And I love fucking stories about Bob Holly. It's about how matter of fact that motherfucker was in his life and the statements that he made. Bruce Pritchard's like, you guys, anybody got any ideas? I got an idea. Yeah, what's that, Bob? I beat the fuck out of everybody and put the belt on me. Well, what did we do after that? I don't fucking know. I just beat the fuck out of everybody. You put the belt on me.
Bob Holly had the idea for Goldberg before Goldberg.
Yeah.
Well, and if you think back about it, you know, people, modern wrestling fans now, who's the biggest wrestling star in North America right now? Biggest name? No, the biggest name's Cody Rhodes, right?
Oh, yeah.
Over with the kids and the such.
Yeah.
Who was the first person they hooked him up with when he entered the WWE?
Oh yeah, Bob.
Teamed him up with Bob Holly. You know, you can't work with your dad to learn. Well, you know what I mean. Night after night.
Yeah.
Let's put him.
And who was the first guy that Brock Lesnar was like? His character was legitimately intimidated by? Bob Holly.
Okay, so here we go. Last tag team round. And I'm going to let, I don't know who went first last time, but I'll just let you go first this time.
All right. Well, I am picking number 1 and number 2, the Pitbull.
Good pick.
You took the Eliminators away from me.
The Pitbulls are, the Pitbulls are still, I know it's funny because on Reliving the Extreme, when we were doing the show, we liked to take some liberties humoristically with Gary Wolf. But as a tag team with Anthony Taranti, Gary Wolf was really good. They were a great tag team.
As a singles, I'm not a big fan, but if I can draft them as a tag team, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So my last tag team pick will be because I did not get to pick Stars and Stripes. So congratulations, because Stars and Stripes didn't make it. You guys are in the World Wrestling Federation, of all places. Axel Rotten and Balls Mahoney. So Axel and Balls are coming to the WWF.
Congratulations.
Vince McMahon is not going to like my vision. So now we just have 2 singles picks left to go for each of us, and we will have our rosters, and then we can get to booking our first month.
Yeah.
Of our promotions.
I'm not gonna do it tonight because there would be like a fever dream because I'm like 10 beers deep. But let's get these last 2 out of the way.
All right, number 29 for me, my number 29th pick, and he actually made my roster. Not gonna lie, he made my roster because there were a few people knocked out here that I didn't get my hands on. But I'm not going to say that it's not a pick that I don't appreciate having on my roster, and it's Max Payne. I like Max.
As long as you don't make a Man Mountain Rock, that's okay.
I don't know. I think, and again, yeah, Man Mountain Rock in the pajamas and everything. A lot of that wasn't his fault, though. But I think for a guy his size and whatever, we don't have to get too deep in the weeds about him. But I didn't mind him as a talent. I thought he was pretty good.
It was.
And he does one of the best things ever in wrestling history when he fucking shoots fucking Johnny B. Bad in the face with the bad blaster.
It's a dick move, man.
Yeah. You want your bad blaster back?
Here you go, buddy. And it actually looked violent.
Yeah.
Like when you go back and watch it, like, gee, like it really was just fucking silly string. But when you watch it, it looks horrific. Like, oh my God. Because of the plume of air or whatever, but oh Jesus.
God
Why?
damn.
Yeah, it looks violent as fuck.
So who's your 29th pick?
My 29th pick is Marty Jannetty.
I didn't even, you know what? I didn't even think about picking him, but he was there, in and out the
Yeah.
WWF. That was like his. That was his. Excuse me. That was his leather jacket phase, Marty Jannetty.
Yeah. I found him in the corner. I'm like, oh yeah, here he is.
But
And I nudge and be like, wake up, buddy. So yeah, I got you, man.
yeah. No matter what no matter what he was doing in the corner, he's going to go out and give you a hell of a match.
Yep.
That's the funny thing about the Rockers, both of them, isn't it? No matter how fucked up their lives were, no matter how fucked up they were personally and everything, the minute that bell rang, Jesus.
Yeah.
Two of a kind. All right. So you got Janette. My 30th pick. And he was actually, it's funny because of my singles wrestlers, in my first list, he was my 30th pick. He's still there. And he's going to be on my roster. And it's Bob Backlund.
Bobby was in my secondary. That's a good pick. Like if you would have picked Arn Anderson, I would have picked Bob Backlund. Because I want a strong in-ring veteran out there. So
And if you would have picked Bob Backlund, honestly, I would have picked Kevin Sullivan.
Okay. So the last pick goes to me, huh?
The last pick goes to you,
here.
and you can't pick Booger.
He wasn't active.
That's like the Bobby joke because it's stupid.
The last pick is going to be. I don't want to overthink it. It's the fucking last pick, so it doesn't matter. It is going to be Big Bubba Rogers.
Nice.
Great trailer. Yeah. I was like, do I want to pick Big? This is going to sound so fucking stupid. But I was like, do I want to pick Big Bubba Rogers or Disco Inferno? I'm going Big Bubba. Because I can use him as a heater. I can use him as a heater for anybody on my roster.
Yes.
So, Big Bubba.
And I'd just like to mention for the record, for our broadcast teams, nobody picked Tony Schiavone. And for our entire rosters, nobody picked Hulk Hogan or Ric Flair. Just for the record, I'm not trying to make a point. I'm just saying neither one of us picked Hogan or Flair or Schiavone.
And that's not an indictment on any of them, but I was just looking at my roster, and this is the group that I want to build. And I think Mike Tenay is a better play-by-play comment. I like Tony, but I think Mike Tenay is a better play-by-play commentator.
No, I don't. I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. Those were just like the three biggest names that didn't get picked that stuck out to me, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like, there was a point on my roster, just for fun, there was a point on my roster where I had on my list of guys that I thought about putting on my roster as the one-man gang. At no point did I have Hulk Hogan or Ric Flair on my roster ever. Like, never. They were never there.
I had Doink the Clown.
It's like cake. They were never there.
I had Doink the Clown. Like, my thing was like, if Nate picks Barry Horowitz, I'm gonna pick Doink the Clown.
Still didn't have Flair or Hogan.
Yeah, I had Duke Drosy in my second. None of us picked Shane. None of us picked Shane either, and he was a big deal in that.
Oh, he was on my list at one point, but yeah, he didn't make it. Yeah, Hogan and Flair were never even there for me. Kind of funny. I don't know. It's just funny. It's just funny the way the brain works. I just thought that was interesting. All right, so we're gonna sign off now, and next week, do you want to? You know what? I'm gonna let you present the people with your month of January '95 first.
All right, so we're gonna. All right. I was like, oh, we're gonna jump right in the shows. That's cool. I can do that.
Might as well. We did that
tonight.
No. We did that last time though. We did our draft, and then we did our first month. And
Yeah.
then maybe
So,
this time, if we think it's good, maybe once a month we'll do a month. You know what I mean? Or I don't know. We'll figure it out. But
yeah. And like I said, I have a list of random full wrestling shows that I found on YouTube that like, yeah, maybe we can do a couple of those and then do another month of booking. So I don't want to do like in a whole year of us doing fantasy booking. It's like Jesus.
no.
If I heard a wrestling podcast doing that, I'd be like, what the fuck are these geeks doing?
No.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is like the fantasy booking thing could be like a what do I say? Maybe we book a few months out, and then every once in a while, if number one, we don't have a topic for a week, or we just want to sit down and shoot the shit one night, we can record one, you know? Like
Yeah.
honestly, my plan was I was going to plan to book from the beginning of January to WrestleMania 11. That was my plan with this roster. So,
Yeah. All right.
but all right.
All right. I was gonna say let's do them throughout the year, and then at the end of the year, when we take our Christmas break, you can be like, here's our WCW WWF fantasy booking omnibus.
I'm on the bus, as Jim Cornette would say.
But
All
anyway,
right.
this was fun.
Yes.
We kept it under 2 hours, which I wanted to do. So,
and like I said, next week we will have Aaron's roster of WCW from January of 1995, his first month. And then the next week we'll do mine for the WWF. But until then, make sure you check out Pod on the Mountain. It's right here in the We Can't Wrestle podcast feed, our new show discussing Smoky Mountain Wrestling every single month here in the We Can't Wrestle podcast. And other than that, we're going to sign off. We'll see you guys next week. Everybody have a great week, and thanks for listening to the We Can't Wrestle podcast.
see you, everybody.